Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. There's been some news on the internet I want to bring to you guys here on the channel about the F-150 Lightning. Yeah, this is the full-size crew cab, 500-foot bed, electric pickup. So there's been talk about, there's an email going around, been on Reddit, been in a couple EV websites I read quite frequently, showing the price breakdown per trim of this truck. There's also stories going around that it's going to cost about $30,000 more than a Tesla Cybertruck. Not quite accurate. I put my team on that, so Jill and I are working on this, and we've gotten people involved. We have Alex Dykes from Alex on Autos. We have Chad Kirshner from EV Pulse. We've gotten some people involved, a couple more of my friends, and we've kind of really dug into this, trying to understand where the document come from, and trying to understand the details of it, because it looks somewhat legit. And then we're trying to figure out really what the pricing is, because frankly, guys, this is all really confusing, and as a journalist, it's really frustrating. So let's go ahead and dig into this. I'm going to show you the website. So let's go to the website. So pickuptrucktalk.com. And Joe wrote this up there today, and I've been holding on it because I want to make sure I have all the details correct. And so what we're referencing here is there's articles and tweets. They're saying $30,000 difference going on between these two trucks. Now, the website really in question was Inside EV's website, and it basically says you compare a comparably equipped F-150 Lightning will cost $30,000 more than Cybertruck. Well, that's not really accurate, and it really comes from this. There's a tweet. So this guy says a tweet, comes a leak document. Leak document. Everything's leaked these days. Leak document states all trims have a dual motor and be four-wheel drive. So the only Tesla truck you can really compare it to would be the mid-grade dual motor all-wheel drive Cybertruck, which is a range of 300 miles. This is where it gets interesting, because that has a base price of about $50,000. So let's click on this tweet. So I want to bring up this tweet on the screen. So here's the tweet, and you can see configurations, so we have a typo there. Equipment, MSRP, they're listing stuff with tax credit. And the idea was this was sent out to potential buyers to see what their range was, as far as their, not range, but their ideas, whether they would like certain trims or not certain trims. And you can look through some stuff, so these are all, include standard range, and there's optional extended range batteries. So they have Ford's got a 230 mile range and a 300 mile range. 230 miles of range, okay, standard range, okay, and then you get down to Lariat Premium, and this includes the extended range. This is extended range only, So that's what this guy was doing, is looking at extended range only, which is, $80,000, which is 300 miles, and comparing it to the closest comparable all-wheel drive Tesla, which is $50,000. So he's saying it's $30,000 more. It's not quite, apples to apples comparison when you start really looking at the details, because as Jill points out here, and you can look through the stuff, it's a little fuzzy on my screen. It doesn't really include all the stuff. And, a lot of times what's weird about this stuff, too, is the Cybertruck is really a 3/4 ton truck, and the F-150 is really a half ton. So, it's not really a good factual comparison. So when you go down and look at the information as far as what's going down, fine print, all F-150 Lightning trucks will have extended range battery as an option. That means even the base Pro work truck can get the extended range truck. The base Pro truck is a commercial truck, so only commercial customers get that. So they say that Inside EV says the only comparable vehicle will be a Lariat Premium Plus package, because it includes the extended range battery and seems to be comparably equipped to the Cybertruck. Not really. So the XLT trim really is a pretty nice truck, and it's really a base level truck. We should use that for comparison. That's what Jill has done. So we don't know the price extended range battery. We think it's $10,000. We've heard from Alex on that, but let's say it's $7,700. So we're somewhere in that range. So either the numbers, a couple $1,000 difference. So we looked at what the Mach-E was, because we don't have it really in print. Ford kind of buried it in media site. We're not really sure that that's going to be the final number. Again, this is all kind of weird stuff. EV trucks are all nothing's official. If you take the XLT, you add $7,700 and account for the federal tax credit. Now Tesla doesn't quite qualify for the federal tax credit anymore. They're out of that. Ford is getting close to not qualifying for that. They only have about 60,000 units left until they won't qualify for that. And so we're just looking at ballpark. So if you look at the dual motor all-wheel drive F-150, you're about $39,974, right? And the Cybertruck is about $50,000. So that's 230 miles of range versus 300 miles of range, which is the Cybertruck. When you look at a dual motor all-wheel drive tax credit, you can see the bigger price difference there. So dual motor all-wheel drive, they get an XLT with the 300 miles of range estimated, which is EPA estimated, is about $60,000, or you say $63,000 for example. and that's compared to $50,000 for the Tesla. Okay, so 63 to 50. So you're about $13,000 more for the F-150. Again, half ton, 3/4 ton, interior differences, onboard generator. There's a lot of differences. But if you were looking at just tax credit information, and say you're looking at 53 or 56, depending on what the extended range cost is going to be, at tax credit, you're looking about $4,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in that range. $1,000 difference between those two trucks. And again, I would say that the F-150's got a lot more interior stuff going for it, and I think a lot better look, and it's got a lot more technology as far as consumer conveniences than Tesla Cybertruck does. But if you're looking for pure performance, well, the Cybertruck's got it. I mean, the Cybertruck is going to be, I looked back at the story. I mean, if you're looking for a 3/4 ton that is like a Tango and Cash, like a throwback, if you know the movie, 0 to 60 times in 2.9 seconds for the tri-motor engine, 10.8 second quarter mile. I mean, you're looking at up to 500 miles per charge in the tri-motor. And so you have a lot of range, 16 inches ground clearance with air suspension. So, that's not a truck for me. That's a Lamborghini. But, that's kind of your differences there. So I just wanted to look at the information on this. And I want to go back to this chart one more time and kind of look at this, because you're looking at XLT, and that is, the metallic front grille, signature front body lighting, color front bumpers, 360-degree camera, 8-way power cloth seats, carpet floor, power adjustable pedals, the interior work surface, the underseat storage, leather-wrapped steering wheel, rear privacy glass, rear defroster, heated side mirrors, LED spotlights, the carbon back fixed running boards, enhanced lighting, the keyless entry pad, tie-down hooks, and Sirius XM radio. So, if you're looking at that for just the 230-mile range, you're right at the number of Cybertruck or below them, and you're at 230 versus 300. I understand there's some differences there, but you're not that far off as far as the pricing. And the bottom line, and like we said in the article, the bottom line is really this, is Ford's been building trucks for a long time. They've been building lots of trucks for a long time, and they're not dummies. They're not going to all of a sudden price the F-150 Lightning to be $30,000 more than Tesla Cybertruck. That's not going to happen. And I think where I sit, and understanding Tesla's past of increasing pricing for no reason before vehicles launch, I'd say I'd have a lot more comfort in saying the F-150 Lightning pricing is probably pretty accurate. We don't have any confirmation leak pricing is real, but I don't think these numbers are that far off. I mean, Lariat Premium, you're looking at $80,000. Now this is 80 amp onboard power supply that can power your house. Plus, it can charge even faster, and so those things are going to cost some money. So that's kind of what we have for pricing. That's kind of what we're looking at, and yeah, I don't understand. I don't always understand this comparison between Cybertruck and the F-150. I guess I do, because Tesla's the EV player. Ford has been the truck player in the market. So these two, Goliaths are battling head to head. But from a consumer standpoint, I think the F-150 Lightning's got a lot more creature comforts and a lot more technology that most consumers use. And I think the bare bones Tesla is built for just a big beastly looking truck. And so I can see them differences, but again, 3/4 ton, half ton, apples and oranges a little bit. But I just want to put information out there to give you the facts, because there's been some confusing stuff on this going on F-150 Lightning as well. There was a YouTuber who claimed that it was the range was with 1,000 pounds of payload, and actually the EPA estimate of 300 miles is wrong. It's actually 500 miles or something, which is just complete garbage. So a lot of misinformation going out there, and we are doing our best to bring you the most accurate details. But that's what we have right now. That's what I'm explaining right now. These pricing are still, to be determined if it's leaked or if it's actually accurate, and it's all just a little confusing right now. So I hope that clears up some of it, and that it's not $30,000 more. Knock that off, and let's truly understand that they're comparatively priced, but it's kind of apples and oranges here. But we'll keep doing videos because people keep seeming like they want to compare these trucks side by side. So I'm hoping they will all come out at some point. Tesla was supposed to have something out later this year, and I'm hearing crickets from them. Not surprised. And they have a factory they're building in Texas, but I haven't heard anything news from that. So I'm hoping they all come out. I hope at this point, F-150 Lightning comes out, the Tesla Cybertruck comes out, the Rivian comes out, everything comes to market, and we can actually truly analyze these different electric truck choices and give you the best information on how they do. Because right now, like I said, it's all kind of wishy-washy. So hey, make sure you check this video out over here. More information on trucks and SUVs. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.